welcome to Ewetopia Farms, where it's looking like winter again. Anyway, here's what's happening on the farm today. This is how you snooze, you lose.
But she's not chewing her cud. She's not very comfortable right now. I'm hoping that she doesn't form any problems.
A lot of ewes and lambs with issues in the jugs. This God is mixing the bottles. It's amazing how quickly the amount of bottle babies went up from 1 to 10. Plus, we have a whole bunch more in jugs that are going to be bottle babies too, because we have triplets, mom with half an udder. So we had a really good start though, so we're lucky for that. And see, they're waiting. Hi, it's time, I know. Let's get you fed. Come on. Come on. You guys are starving. Look at the size of them.
Yeah, they're doing well.
Can I get over here?
So how many times a day do you do this?
3 times a day. And they're a lot of fun too. Because if I stand here, they all want to swarm me.
Well, they want the hands-on thing, eh? They love.
They do. Let's see if we can get these guys on. See, look at them. This one was the problem this morning.
The woolly guy will go on, won't he?
Yeah, usually. 95 is the problem one. Come on, there we go.
Should check his eye out again, if it's okay.
This is how you snooze, you lose.
Is that a fart?
Yeah, little mister. He goes so fast that when he's done, he gives a good fuzz. And then heads on to the next bottle.
Well, it's going better every day, isn't it?
For sure. Now, the worst now is the lambs in the jugs. Listen,
I can feed him. You want me to feed him? You want to...
I figure he doesn't look hungry. There's bottles here. You'd think if it was hungry, it would eat, right?
So that's my little lamb there that I said had open wool.
I'm gonna leave you with these guys, and I'm gonna take these 2 bottles and start on the jugs, and they can try finish off. Do you want it?
He's fine.
But there's bottles, 2 bottles there, so.
Okay, I'll go back in there. Maybe he'll follow me in. Do you want your phone?
No, I'm
Hey, oh, one got out on you there.
Hey, buddy.
Well, I'm thinking. Nothing. Just talking to the phone, hon.
Oh,
I'm thinking Lynn's overfeeding them a little bit because they didn't even finish it up.
well, I purposely made too much, so I don't have to refill it for the jugs.
Okay. So Lynn says she made a little extra. Then we have some triple lambs in the jugs we have to look after too. and they're already starting to eat the creep. So I gave them 1 scoop of creep last night, which would be about 6 or 7 pounds, and they ate about 3 pounds of it. So they're doing pretty good on that. See, he's eating it already, and he hasn't even got the meal.
Okay, today's the day Chewy and her adopted son get to come out of the jug. They have to go backwards here, so I gotta get them out. Come on. Come on, you guys. Come on. Come on. Now you gotta turn around and come back this way. This is actually the roofless pen they're coming into with little Mooney. The ewes in here are not very accommodating to others. Don't look at me. Go on. Here she comes. There you go, Chewy. Go on, you're next. Here comes another Dorset inner lamb. We're just going to put her in the holding pen until it settles down in the pen Chewy went to. Because the ewes in there definitely are not very accepting of new lambs. And in here, there's little Mooney. It's very noisy in here as usual. Mooney and Goonie. Came out to the barn thinking that we'd get everything done early tonight, but this girl surprised us with a lamb. She had a really, really bad delivery because she wouldn't open up and she was in labor for a long time. The lamb's here, but now she's not feeling that great. And now we were just about to leave and we had twin Dorset lambs. Just finished tubing these two. And we're thinking there's another one gonna come in too. It's hard to get to sleep these days.
11 o'clock at night. Just delivered these two. She had that one already, and that one there, I helped her deliver it. The one on the right's a female. The one on the left is a male. And she is a Texel Suffolk cross ewe. Probably about 1/4 Texel, 3/4 Suffolk. But you can see that this lamb here, you can see, looks like a Suffolk. But that lamb there, you can see the brown in the ears. And that's where the Texel comes out. So that ram there is carrying the Texel influence. It's actually a real nice cross. Lynn will agree with that, I think. Texel Suffolk crosses are real nice sheep. Market sheep and nice mothers. Terminal breeds, so some people might not agree with that. But anyways, she's just letting her afterbirth go right now. She's got lots of milk. She's a first timer, so she's loving it, and there's nothing more I can do. So I'm going to do a quick check through the barns, and I'm going to try to get some rest. It's been a real late night. Lynn actually helped me tonight in the barn to feed bottles and everything, because we had so many things happening tonight. So Lynn took off, and I told her to go to bed. And I was delivering a lamb. I think I just told you that. So I just delivered those two crosses right there. And these came in at 9 o'clock. 2 Dorsets came in, and all the sheep are doing good, except this ewe here is not doing well. The lambs, we're going to keep our eye on the lambs and we'll probably be topping them up. So I'm not sure what's wrong with this ewe. It was a perfect birth. She had no stress or nothing. And now we've gave her glycol sugar for her appetite. We have her under some drugs. And I gave her some painkillers, some aspirin, liquid aspirin painkillers, if that's the case. If you can see her heartbeat's a little bit higher than normal. So I'm hoping tomorrow that we see some results with this ewe. So I'm nervous about this ewe. And she's not, she's eating some hay, but she's not chewing her cud. So the lambs are hungry, but we did feed the lambs. I'm probably going to feed them again at midnight. See if they'll take a little bit of milk. 2 triplet mothers are doing well. Old girls having a hard time, but they're doing quite well. And this mother here had a bad birth. She didn't dilate. So, just to tell you a rough story with this first time ewe. She broke a fluid sac around 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. By 9 o'clock that night, she's got a ring inside her. She just didn't dilate correctly. I was really concerned about it, so I went in with the glove, and the sack around the lamb was already broken. So the lamb was just sitting there, not in the entrance yet. So I worked with her for about 15-20 minutes with my hand in and out to try to get her to dilate a little bit. She did open up, and we got the lamb off. But she's not very comfortable right now. I'm hoping that she doesn't form any problems. But the lamb is fine, and the lamb is nursing. But you can see that she's just not into it right now. So tomorrow, what we're going to do is we're going to keep a close eye on the sheep and probably give her some glycol too. And if she doesn't respond any better than what she is, I'm probably going to just do the precaution thing and get her on some drugs, if that will help her. So this sheep here is going to have to be looked after tomorrow morning. High risk that something might go wrong with this ewe. So anyway, that's what's happened tonight. I'm going to get out of here. I want to get some rest. I think I just told you it was 11 o'clock at night. And I think that's all we're going to do tonight. And I'll talk to you in the morning.
As I enter the coveralls this morning, it's a very cold day again, but we got sunshine. And as usual, the lambs on the south side of the barn have found those little Sunrays to lie in. Elsie, hi sweetheart. Were you in the creep feeder? Good girl. Here, wash that down. Just did our final check before lunch, and sure enough, another ewe came in with twin lambs. So we're just setting up another jug for her. Chores are taking us a lot longer these days because we have a lot of ewes and lambs with issues in the jugs and lots of multiples. We also have one of our first timers hurt her leg. We can't for the life of us figure out what she did because these pens here are extremely safe. Like there's nothing to get caught on, no issues at all. But yeah, something could have come in the barn last night, startled her. and she ran into something. Who knows? Another thing that could have happened is she could have jumped over here, because I see there is a white Dorset in this group, and there shouldn't be. Right there. And that would account for an injured leg. Although no, she actually injured her leg before she came here. We have no idea. Here she comes. Yeah.
You know why?
Heavy Suffolk lambs?
Well, these guys are 215 pounds. 30 pounds. I'm walking around
Oh,
trying to win her over. Come on. That's even something hard in my back. Oh, she's going to let her breathe.
yeah, probably. No. No, Mom. Arnie, she's not coming. Two more lambs here from Felon. Pretty well everyone's having twins now.
I hate it when you hang your head back.
Yeah. Like I said, I could come in. Gets kind of crowded in the jugs with two people. I think she's 153rd ewe to have live lambs.
Oh, buddy.
Boy or girl?
What difference does it make?
So I can record it.
It's a girl, I think. What are you doing, bud? Bud, what are you doing?
He's sleeping.
Sleeping.
Do you have the iodine?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm prepared, babe.
Okay, but you just don't know what sex they are?
That's because I'm not there yet.
Because
Okay.
I could go be recording that if I knew.
Oh, you just up there. Oh, not too far.
Yeah. When you go to fill up your syringe to tube them, some lambs are very vigorous and actually, while you're filling it up, they actually try to swallow the whole tube.
You know we have supper at night
Yeah?
and we try to find a good movie,
Yeah?
which is extremely hard. I'm thinking I could make a movie the day I was born with all the bullshit I went through in my life. I'd probably have a bestseller. I bet you I could. A lot more than those movies you see on TV.
Yeah.
You wouldn't end up in that pail of milk, would you?
Good. I think my life would be more interesting than yours.
Probably then. It'll still be better than those movies on TV.
I didn't have the greatest family either. But the greatest thing was that my dad got transferred overseas. So I spent 2 years in a boarding school, which everyone says, oh, really? Poor you. Like, that must have been awful, an all-girls boarding school. Gotta tell you, for a teenager, 17 and 18 years old, that was the best 2 years of my life.
Oh, so you were a little rebel, were you, huh?
Wasn't to do with rebel, it was away from your parents, all girls.
That's not the point. I
But-
asked you were you a rebel or not.
I said no. I said that wasn't the point, Arnie.
I'd like to be a little skeleton on the cockpit.
I was more of a rebel than Arnie.
No, I wasn't a rebel at all.
That's right. You weren't a rebel at all. But he interrupted my story, you see. So I'll have to continue my story another day.
Yes, you were overseas in a boarding school all for girls, and it was the best time of your life. And you had a great time and you learned a lot.
And I was going to tell something else.
Oh, that doesn't happen very often.
What?
2 females.
2 females? Okay, so I can record
Well,
that
that one's a
now.
lot bigger, you see. You think that would be a... What do you see?
But the good thing
Lucky day
about
that we had some milk.
an all-girl boarding school, it was Marymount Catholic school. I'm not Catholic. It's run by nuns. But you could really focus on your studies because there's no boys there distracting you. And we were allowed to visit Notre Dame High School after school hours and on weekends. So we got to see the boys. But they didn't distract us during the day. It's awesome. Boys are a distraction for young girls.
What about the old girls?
A bad distraction,
What about the
not a
old
good
girls?
one. They don't try to support you.
What about the old girls, honey? Honey?
I wouldn't know about that, Arnie. Okay, I come in the barn to feed bottles, and there's a ewe back here. She's screaming blue murder. Now, of course, she stops, but I think you might have heard it when I started recording. There she is. What's the matter? Well, she's screaming because she's looking for her lamb. And so I'm looking in there, trying to see where it is. And she's back there yelling. And then I look in this pen, and we got 4 lambs playing happily in here. And this gigantic lamb is hers. He's hopped into the triplet pen, back to the jug. And actually it's funny, because he actually came from this jug. Honey, my goodness, you're the largest ram of them all. Let's get you out of here. Because I think your mom is really looking for you, buddy. Come on, let's go this way. Your mom isn't that way, she's this way. No. Oh my goodness, you guys. How would you even get through? Come on. Come see your mom. She's over this way. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna open this gate. Come on. There he is. Keep a lid on him. And you wouldn't have this issue. You gotta keep an eye on these boys. Shows you they can count, because she's got another one too. I hear noises back here when I'm feeding the bottles. Who's making noises? I think Arnie's having a coffee. What's new, right? Hi, you guys. Are you having a lammy? Are you gonna have a lammy? Yeah? Well, I don't see a lammy yet. Hi. Hi. Let's see your behind. Come on. Well, I don't see anything yet, so I'm gonna continue with my bottles and keep an eye on what's going on here. And because people have been asking, tonight's dinner is salmon and roast vegetables over rice. Pretty simple.
Did you tell people what kind of salmon not to buy?
Salmon,
Why?
because they're polluting and killing the wild salmon.
They're spraying it with red dye.
Oh, that too. Oh, this is night chores. I just finished feeding all the bottles, and there's a lot of bottles right now. To start off, we have this ewe with the triplets, so we knew triplets would be bottle babies. And then this ewe yesterday had a single lamb, and she had ringworm, and so she's really sick today, not feeling well. And when sheep are not feeling well, they stop. Well, they don't get up very often, and they'll start to lose their milk. So we're topping her lamb up too. This lamb has half an udder, so we're topping one of these lambs up. The other one's nursing off their other side. This ewe is really old and weak. I was topping them up. I didn't feed them tonight because it looks like she may be coming to her milk and be okay. These guys, the mom was slow to come to her milk, so I check them each day. But they look in really good shape now. I think they're more spoilt than need me. But we keep an eye on that. And then this ewe here, we don't know what's wrong with her. She went down yesterday. She's looking a lot better today. Her udder was a little bit inflamed, but we're not sure that that was the cause because it wasn't a super big issue. But because she's been down for 2 days, these lambs are now getting topped up. These are triplets getting topped up. And then we go to the back of the barn, and so far, knock on wood, everyone's okay. These guys were born today. They're hopping around. Everyone looks all right for now. These ones were born today and look okay as well. This one was born a couple of days ago. We just let it out. It's in the good to go pen. It's getting ready to join the family group. Both of these Dorset twins are doing great. These lambs here were born last night. She's slow on coming to her milk. She's got milk, but I top them up today too, because the reason I top them up when they're kind of low, a little low on milk, is that it keeps the lambs strong, and the stronger they are, the more they're gonna pester their mom to milk and nurse off her, and the more they nurse off her, the more she will produce. This is Rachel, who just had a lamb right now. She's the one we were waiting for all day. She's acting a little bit like Tammy. It's her first lamb. She was kind of berserk for the birth. She's still passing a placenta. And she keeps hitting the lamb. The lamb is trying to nurse, but that placenta there has to come out for her to calm down. And you can see there's kind of like white knobs on it, which usually means that they've absorbed a lamb as well. So she's licking the lamb. She's much better than Tammy was, but we're just going to keep an eye on her. And then here we got more triplets. So I'm just topping one of these guys up basically. And then we got a whole pen of bottle babies back there. So we should never have said that lambing was going great with Elsie. Not Elsie, Maisie, Elsie's lamb. Because it got jinxed, and now we got a cat fight in the back of the barn, which may be the reason why that ewe out here hurt her leg. Something like that could have been happening at night, scared her, and she hurt her leg. Yes, it was Scotty that was fighting back there. I don't know who he'd be fighting with, because Scotty in general is not a fighter. Hi, you wish you were out of that jug, don't you? So, heading back to the house now. You can see that when we have that many bottle babies, it seriously increases our workload. Here, I'll get into the light a bit there. Because when a baby's taking a bottle, each one drinks a bottle, and some of them are really fast. and some of them take a long time. So it adds like hours onto your day's work because it's not once a day. It's right now 3 times a day. So yeah, luckily all the ones at the back of the barn, the ones that have been bottle babies for a while, they are actually speedy little guys now, and they're all going on the bottle holder, so they're real easy. When you get to that point, it's just a matter of making bottles and mixing it up and giving it to them. But when it's the hands-on feeding of the lambs, it's really... So, heading into the house. Nothing else I can do tonight except work on a video now. Well, the good thing about being a little ahead on the videos is that when I'm super burnt out, I can skip a night. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and please be sure to join us again for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now. Sorry about the darkness.